An unlikely location for this new high-tech co-educational research university campus, Tawal, Saudi Arabia. For King Abdullah, it's a dream come true. More than 3,000 guests from all over the world were invited to the opening ceremony. The king greeted foreign dignitaries and a number of heads of state in a large tent close to the new university. Among them the Sudanese and Turkish presidents, the Jordanian king and other Middle Eastern leaders. The King Abdullah University of Science and Technology, or KAUST, has state-of-the-art facilities. The hope is that it will produce scientists and engineers to fill the country's huge workforce shortage in these areas. The King's stated vision is for the institution to become a beacon of knowledge, the new modern house of wisdom. And to allow research to flourish, social restrictions that apply to women outside the campus gates will not apply inside. On the university grounds, women are not obligated to wear the abaya, the kingdom's traditional black tunic which covers them from head to toe. Here they are free to put on Western clothes.
It's a campus, you can do whatever you want in here. And it's been told before that it's a campus, ladies can drive, they can work, whatever they want. It's their choice if they want to come here.
But this is not without strong opposition from religious leaders and other hardliners. In a country where men and women barely interact in public life, the liberal-minded approach of KAUST has caused nervousness. A mixed-gender student population is going to be difficult for many Saudis to accept.
They're unhappy because they don't want women to leave the house. They don't want women to progress. They don't want women to work. They don't want women. They want women to be all covered up, and so they don't accept to have such an environment in Saudi Arabia.
The real question is, will KAUST remain a gated rarity, or whether it will become the heart of real change in Saudi Arabia's secluded society? Sabina Castelfranco, Al Jazeera, Tawal.
We do consider their presence insulting, as would they, if we would have like Saudi troops protecting our consulate or embassy in Washington. They would not accept them to be armed and patrolling, maybe shooting any trespassers. They would not accept this because this is not acceptable in any country.
لابد أن يشعر كل مواطن أن هناك قانون، أن هناك نظام الجميع يخضع له. لا يوجد أحد فوق النظام ولا يوجد أحد تحت النظام. وأما من داخل الحكومة، نعم هناك مراكز قوة داخل الحكومة يهمها مصالحها، لأنه الفساد منتشر، والاحتلال فهناك أشكال من انتشار السرطان. أن إصلاح مجتمع ودولة ليست عملية سهلة، لا تتم خلال أسبوع أو شهر أو سنة أو سنتين، لا، أنت تريد أن تغير عقلية حكم وعقلية شعب. هذا لابد أنك تتاخذ فيه خطوات.
No one can come and say, listen, this is primitive. This is 1400 years old. How can you live in a changing world? We say this is something divine. How dare such a person come and say that Islam in Saudi Arabia is narrow-minded? I don't think this is applicable. I could reverse it to him by saying that those who say that Islam is narrow-minded, or it's translated or used, practiced in a narrow vision, are themselves westernized. They are not practicing Muslims.
Okay, can do this. MashaAllah. One more thing. My mother, who's 14 years older than me, did not go to school. Can you imagine? There's only 14 years difference. Now for me as her daughter, and we're actually 5 sisters, all of my sisters now are either PhDs or master's degree holding leading positions in the society. So if you tell me what is the next step for the females, it has to happen gradually, okay? When someone says, why aren't you, and I didn't want to really bring this up, why aren't you behind a steering wheel? I don't want to be behind a steering wheel at this moment. There are other important key issues that I want to tackle. Illiteracy, positions for females, okay? Getting females educated, which most of them are at the moment.
It makes the proud Arab people looking upwards to the English-speaking people. So by introducing it in the 4th grade, kids would tend to go to McDonald's because it is part of their culture now. They study English. Their parents are encouraging them to study English. So they think that English is the source of modernization and development. And they watch the movies, they listen to the songs, and they become completely westernized.
No, I would like you to do the independence stories come very late. About Iraq, what should be our... About Iraq, we are against the war in Iraq. We want peace, we want, the UN. So we might even bring Portugal next to Saudi Arabia, all over the world, and I really think that we should be very careful and accurate.
We are advocates of change. Our newspaper, both the English and the Arabic.
What is the rate of rape in the West? Some say, like in the States, every 10 seconds a woman is raped. What makes, well, they have everything. They don't have any segregations, do they? They have discotheques, bars, strip bars. They have they're working in the same offices. They have secretaries, they have colleagues, they have mixed schools and universities, yet they still have rapes. So even if you think of it in a logical way, don't think of it in terms of religion. If a place where mixing is available, you have rapes.